Meanwhile, a terrifying behemoth reveals itself in the center of the blue hole. Am I like your puppet, guys? Are you gonna be like, do an accent, do Russian, Chinese, do an Indian, please do German accent. Why is the flamula sillier than the one outside? It doesn't even have a sense of caution. What's wrong? Dude, your leg is digging into my thigh. Oh my gosh, they somebody's in a good mood. What's the plan for today? Sorry, I missed that sweetness. No worries, Ryume. Hi. You guys okay? I've been super busy today. Sorry I'm late. It's all my apologies. I was at a birthday party in near London. So we first did volleyball. So from 1 to 3 o'clock we played volleyball. It's the first time I've ever played volleyball. It was really fun. It was really good. Really painful. The first few times you hit it. If you can't really see it, but I got a bit of a bruise here. But the first time you hit it, you gotta like, yeah, it's pretty tough. But after you warm up, it doesn't hurt anymore. It doesn't hurt anymore after you warm up. And you get a little bit of a... It feels like every time you play it and you hit it, like especially like this, it feels like you're getting slapped in the face, but on your arms. So that was pretty intense. But after I got used to it, locking in. And I was always at the net, trying to smash it. And my friends were like setting me up, which is really cool. So it was really good, really fun. So, Chapter 1, Eye of the Storm. Prologue to tomorrow. So it's prologue to tomorrow. Eye of the Storm. Chapter 1. Episode 1, or Story 1. Imbalance. And if at any point you'd like to say hello to YouTube, then by all means, because this will probably be going up there. 2 months later. In fact, can someone remind me what we did last time for this? Watch a trailer? What happened before? Are we with Silas? Because we was at Arnikainis, right? And then who was with that lady who tried to sell us out, right? The leads, that was it. The protocol. Alright. In the dimly lit room, silhouettes lurk in the shadows. Holographic screens flicker with images of protocols being sold, and each flash is accompanied by a symbol marking their status. In the corner is a man whose pockets are heavy with poker chips. He takes out his phone and inputs an encrypted code with ease. The dark web interface on the screen sputters, then pops up a series of windows even more mysterious. I was going to read that, it went so fast, I just didn't bother. A photo appears on the screen. Surrounded by bodyguards. Or should I say it in Rafayel's voice? Surrounded by bodyguards. A notorious protocol merchant walks into the hotel. See ya, Shaname.
Welcome to the Masquerade Hotel. We work overtime for 2 months dealing with these protocurves smugglers. After that, it's vacation time.
Can I just say, Simone, you are a baddie. She is cute. Hey, darling. I like the ponytail. Several hidden bugs and cameras fall as Simone deactivates them. She brushes off the dust on her hands and casually tosses a transmitter into the corner.
After Operation Ether Ordeal secretly started, this is our first mission together? I figured we'd have chances to work together since you are also here, but things have gotten hectic with mission after mission.
Simone used to be in Unicorn's armament tech. she has the micro-modification evo. And ever since she increased my hunter's firearms firing rate by twofold, we've got along well. Yeah! Lincoln's been a mess lately. Wonder when things will settle down.
At least it's nothing compared to the N109 zone. I heard you went in all by yourself 2 months ago. You made a mess out of Ani Kindness's protocur auction and left unscathed. You even managed to...
She lowers her voice. Her tone is half teasing and half curious.
You even managed to get your hands on a real ether core, right?
This is the first time I've heard about it. Who told you?
No one. But it does coincide with when you were away from the Association and the incident in the N109 zone. The Association launched a covert mission, something about investigating the recent chaos in Lincoln.
Simone trails off, but I know what she's implying. This operation is for the Association's best. A few probably noticed something was unusual.
Relax. This is top secret stuff. There aren't even leaks, let alone whispers. I wouldn't mind catching a glimpse of this ether core to see what all the fuss is about, though. Anyway, the N109 zone whispers about an ether core, and suddenly the groups on the dark web go nuts.
She's pretty smart, Simone, right? She's like figured a lot of things out already. Sending love from Gemami. Ooh. I am still busy, so rewatch the stream later. Have fun, everybody. Guten Tag.
I thought the Association wouldn't bat an eye, but then Captain Jenna showed up and dragged me into the Special Operations team. It feels like we stumbled into something big, and that rumor being passed around becomes a truth. I always believed the ether core existed. I just never thought there was more than one.
There's one inside me, isn't there? Or is that a protocur? Is an ether core and a protocur the same?
If these smugglers have the real deal, that baby's going straight into my railgun.
The elevator keeps climbing, as if it's taking us to a rooftop that's directly under the deep space tunnel. For a second, I feel like I'm going back under the N109 zone sky.
Allow me to jog your memory. From your past to your future, to even all the crimes you'll inevitably commit. After all, you and me, we're the same.
This makes more sense now that I've done the dragon myth. I'm gonna do it like Cloud. My memories are too fragmented and unclear. Is it because of this ether core? My hand touches my chest. The warmth pulsating like another heartbeat.
Heads up, you two. We hacked the hotel's security system. You've been whitelisted and can come and go as you please.
Yo, Andrew, hey, how you doing? I'm sure you're popular within my community. Andrew, the captain of data analysis, is micromanaging all intel for Operation Ether Ordeal. He's communicating via earpiece.
Rendezvous in conference room 3909. It'll be showtime in 5 minutes.
A holographic 3D map of the hotel flickers to life before me, modules snapping into place. Simone winks. She's very proud of her latest gadget.
The moment you meet up with the target, Evol will be transmitted through your contact lenses device to alter his memories. He'll think you're the buyer he met before. You have a 30-minute window, so make it quick.
Understood. We'll grab the items to see if an ether core is present.
Anyway, we can fight our way out if things go south. Are you doubting my new gadget or her Evol?
Simone adjusts my dress as she equips a protofield disruptor that's shaped like an earring. Our reflections stare back at us in the glass, and Simone looks stylish in her secretary attire. And I'm wearing all but a simple, elegant, and frilly dress. I didn't think I would be a heiress again after I returned to working as a hunter. At least my time in the N109 zone has taught me how to bluff. A ding announces that we've arrived on the 39th floor. Simone and I exchange a look. Here we are. Let's do this. Interesting. So we're trying to... This is in chronological order, I'm assuming. Why does the order mix? It's okay. We'll read it after, maybe it'll piece together a bit easier. Jeez, my hair is actually out of control today.
With all this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal, but these were all duds.
Sorry. I'm, grooming myself. Why does my hair look so weird today? I just showered it. Anyway. Enough of me. More of Simone. Hey, darling. How you doing, babe? With all this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal, but these were all duds. Okay. While we didn't get an ether core, the mission wasn't a waste of time. Especially for me. The protocol smugglers are taken away, and Simone and I return to the Hunters Association.
Special authorization confirmed. Good job, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Do your weapons or gear need to be maintained or repaired? And just between you and me, Hunter's Huntin' is serving a fancy meal tonight.
The little robot loudly whispers as it almost waddles to the armory with my weapon.
Simone, your gear's suffered some wear and tear lately. Over 65% of it has been damaged in the past 2 weeks. If she didn't help you control your evil, that number would have been higher. 70% at least.
Andrew is glued to his multi-screen setup and the window flickers to life like a digital butterfly swarm.
Look, if building a powerful weapon turns out to be a mistake, you can punish me. Also, lead Andrew, it's been 2 months already. Are there any signs of that ether core? I can understand why the association hasn't told anyone about this. It can't be about saving face, no?
Alright, check this out.
A rolled up combat uniform lands on a table. We look up to see Jenna walking toward the control desk.
Captain, what's going on?
A weird yet familiar feeling pulls at my chest, and as I unfold the uniform, there lies a flat, round object I recognize.
It's a hurt knave's head.
I don't recognize that. Oh, it's not an object, it's an actual, like, monster. I thought it was like a knife or something, like a flat round object. But it's like a monster's head. Simone wrinkles her nose in disgust, and without missing a beat, she snatches a pen from Andrew's desk and uses it to push the head away. She ignores the look on his face. How could they just leave a head? Where's the protocol? Jenna finishes drinking her water and tears open a package. She takes out a bread roll.
Because there was only the head. It showed up on Faye Street without anything else. The protocore must still be in its body, but who knows where that is. So, already you can see something's not right here.
Everyone casts their gazes on me, and I slowly nod. I can sense a protocurve, and it's similar to the one I brought back from No Hunt Zone number 7 2 months ago, but there's more to it. Is it related to the ether core?
Yes, we've detected a large beta protocurve on this head.
That's a new fancy term. Captain, what's a beta protocurve?
Jenna takes a moment to gather herself, and she stands up and the control desk flickers a couple of times. A holographic 3D map is projected from it.
Remember that incident last month? It occurred on the 8th at 9 a.m. Lincoln Bridge's main pier disappeared from the river for 20 minutes. And on the 14th at 3 a.m., rainbow mists appeared in Goldwood City. Specifically, they materialized in 6 districts within 4 seconds of one another. Then on the 29th, an incident occurred at 4:30 p.m. An ice cream parlor in the Ring Imperial Center was flipped, and customers on the top floor were trapped in the first floor's freezer. The Wanderers behind these have one thing in common. The protocurve produced by their protocurves are capable of distorting space itself. We're calling this unique protocurve a beta protocurve for now. I won't get into the details of the analysis. However, after comparing it with the protocurve produced from the Deepspace tunnel region that's in the N109 zone, our current findings reveal that...
Jenna leans forward and she grips the control desk to emphasize her words.
an ether core is involved. Based on our observations of these wanderers, the Intel Department and Advanced Tech Labs predict we'll observe more beta protocurves in the future. That's where new ether cores might appear.
On the map with Lincoln City at its center, points of interest start appearing. They are potential locations and they're everywhere. Some are even thousands of kilometers away from the city.
Everyone, it's getting dark. Night will fall, and we all know the big guys lurking in Lincoln's shadows are about to make their move.
Captain Jenna revealed a lot of info today. There's another ether core aside from the one in my heart and the one in Silas's eye. But it could be in any of those locations, and this ether core might be incomplete, similar to how the one in my heart was at first. It will take some time to find that ether core.
Our mission goes beyond just collecting ether cores. We also need to investigate the shady organizations that covet them for their own goals. They're essentially a ticking time bomb. We'll split up for now, but try not to alert the enemy. We don't want to make things worse. Hey, I don't know what you went through in the N109 zone, but this operation is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a hero every 5 seconds. Patience is key.
After spitting out my toothpaste, I put down my toothbrush and stare at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I unearthed some interesting info of the Association's archives today. There are also a few loose ends from my time in the N109 zone that needs to be addressed. I should first deal with what I can handle right now. So, the next chapter. Oh my gosh. I have to pick. Wait. I lost one of my loyalty cards in the shopping center today. They said they'd give me a new one. Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Alright, chat. Alright, polls. You guys know what to do. Who do we go for? Or do we go for all of them? Can you do all of them? Or do you have to only pick one? Hi, Iristia. You can do them all. Okay, sweet. We'll do it in order then. Cancel poll. Or should we do Rafayel's first? Are these long? How long is this? I need to... That spoiler is fine. How long is this? Because if it is, I'd love to do Rafayel's because it is birthday boy, after all. It's long. Is it long? Alright, Raphael. Good boy, Raphael. We start with Rafi.
I'm so sorry, Zane.
Okay, here we go. Wow, that is a beautiful place. Hello, land of secret flame. Raphael. Miss Bodyguard. Jewelry? Whose quote is that? Is this Raphael speaking? Are they quoting Raphael? Jewelry, luxury homes, connections, the wealth Maxwell has accumulated extends beyond mere money. According to insiders, Maxwell, who made a name for himself, possesses exceptional jewelry appraisal skills ever since he was young. The banquet he's preparing for his wedding anniversary is this year will be held on a private island. All invitees are wealthy celebrities. Well, it would be hard to get close to someone like him. Besides, this person is already on the association's watch list. Looks like I'll have to tap into my precious connections to complete this mission. The villa on the bay quietly sits in the cool, salty sea air. Welcoming my arrival, the familiar iron gate is half open, as always. I need to remind him that this habit of leaving the door open should be broken. I close the door behind me and head to Raphael's studio.
Like, don't get me wrong, it looks so much better, but your position still isn't visually appealing.
There are other people here? That's rare. Can you hear Raphael fine? The wind blows open another door before I can reach it, and the sound of waves resounding inside the house rushes to greet me. In front of the large floor-to-ceiling window, an unusual figure swings their arms as they're bathed in sunlight. Raphael? Raphael, dressed in formal clothes, turns around. A smile appears on his face as he places his right hand on his chest. He bows.
Welcome, my esteemed guest. Please, take a seat.
He points at a cushioned, high-backed chair by the small dining table next to him. With his gaze, he urges me to sit. When you mentioned a concert, you were talking about this? Is it happening now?
Of course.
Sunlight washes over the chair. A cup of tea sits on the edge of the table, and a dark red plush carpet covers the floor. We put a lot of thought into preparing this, and he's definitely not messing around.
Since the audience is here, the concert can officially begin.
I can't help but let my gaze fall on the thin paintbrush in Raphael's hand.
Watch closely. This isn't just any paintbrush. It's...
Raphael slightly lifts his chin to create suspense. Then he turns back to the floor, to ceiling window. He holds the paintbrush and poses. If I'm not mistaken, that's the pose a conductor does.
Is everyone ready?
Huh? I look around the room again. I'm the only one here. Even if we count the beach, only a few seagulls are perched nearby. They're preening their feathers.
Cookies.
The seagulls on the beach suddenly turn their heads towards Raphael. They stretch their necks and squawk loudly. Hold on.
There's no time. Lemons.
The joyful cries of the seagulls immediately change at the same time. They hit a difficult high-pitched note and hold it for a while. The cool sea breeze lifts the hem of this suit and blends with the warm sunlight to create a relaxing, refreshing experience. Raphael's pose is simply yet subtly expressive. His eyes are half closed as if he's engrossed in the melodious tune. Assuming this is a mime performance, it's perfect in terms of being a concert. It's a shame I just can't mute the world. Before the seagull's maddening cries overwhelm my mind, I go to the window and set down a plate of cookies and lemons. The rhythmic cries stop, and the seagulls fly in to snatch the food before scattering. They're satisfied.
Excuse me.
Raphael watches the seagulls disband. He reluctantly puts down his paintbrush.
Not only did you interrupt the conductor, but you also fed the orchestra during a concert. I've never met an audience member as audacious as you.
Weren't these supposed to be bribed? Weren't these supposed to bribe the seagulls so they stay quiet?
Okay, I guess that was pretty obvious.
Tell me to bring my noise-cancelling headphones next time. Raphael points to the earbuds, headphones, and pillow on the sofa.
I think it's pretty clear how I've spent these past few days. These seagulls are so noisy that I can't get anything done, you know. If I don't find a way to discipline them soon, I'll have to resort to drastic measures.
The seagulls finish the food on the plate and flap their wings. They fly toward the azure ocean.
Well, a hasty curtain call is to be expected for a seagull performance. The weather's so nice today. Do I have the honor of inviting you to afternoon tea since the concert's over?
Twirling the paintbrush in his hand, Raphael walks to the small dining table. He lifts the tablecloth with the paintbrush's handle.
I was planning to surprise you when it ended, but I suppose my plans can never keep up with you.
Was the concert only the beginning? Is this the real reason why you invited me?
No.
Okay. The aroma of food lingers in the air as Raphael pours me a cup of hot tea. His gaze implies there's more than meets the eye as it's reflected in the drink's ripples.
I heard some rumors, and even if I didn't invite you, you'd probably find me of your own accord.
Looks like the sea breeze is good at carrying news.
Since you left the N109 zone, certain eyes that lurk in the shadows are waiting for the play's next act. Problems keep coming up. I'm not sure which one you'll deal with first, though. So, I'll take the initiative and offer you a reward of your choice.
The rare display of honesty and underlying assertiveness catches me off guard. He's already in control of the conversation. I swallow my food, and after contemplating my choices, I pick up my cup and extend it toward him with a question. Now, why don't you be even more honest? Is there something that needs my immediate attention?
Not necessarily, but it is something only you can do.
Me?
Yes, only you.
The corner of Raphael's mouth curls up. As we clink glasses, his expression carries a hint of determination. I know this matter is anything but ordinary for him and me.
Breaking the shackles of time requires patience. As they say, haste makes waste. Let's talk about your issue first, yeah?
The well-known tycoon Maxwell is on the association's watch list for suspected involvement in illegal protocol smuggling. The last auction he attended, he bought a set of jewelry that wasn't top tier for a high price and claimed it was for his wedding anniversary. Would a wealthy entrepreneur skilled in jewelry appraisal make such a mistake?
Based on our intel, the association suspects this was an illegal protocol transaction disguised as a jewelry auction. And when we look at the price, if it's really related to protocols, it must be no ordinary type.
In other words, an ether core might be hidden in that jewelry.
We don't have any conclusive evidence at the moment, so we can't confiscate his assets. You'll have to do an undercover investigation.
Yes, Captain. Maxwell plans to give the jewelry to his wife at the banquet, and if I attend, I might be able to inspect it. As for getting my hands on an invitation from a tycoon. Only you can do this, Raphael.
I know. Your eyes already acknowledged how wonderful I am the moment you walked through that door. You don't need to butter me up even more.
Raphael leaves the changing room with his hands behind his back. Anticipation builds with each step he takes. And what about the invitation?
Didn't I say I'd present you with a reward of your choice? Here you go.
A shadow falls in front of me. Raphael covers my face with one hand and ties something at the back of my head with the other. I raise my hand and touch the smooth surface. The object is kind of firm. Raphael wraps an arm around my shoulder and leads me to the mirror. A mask for a masquerade?
And the invitation to Maxwell's private banquet.
Raphael stands behind me and he appears to be dissatisfied with how the mask is positioned. While talking, he undoes the knot and reties it.
Maxwell and his wife Gabriella met at a masquerade ball. The theme of their wedding anniversary is reliving the moment. Guests will wear customized masks as part of his commemorative gift.
Sounds like he really loves your wife. His wife. Not your wife. That's me. But these masks are custom made, so they must represent its wearer's identity, right?
Yup. Your clothes and jewelry are ready too. Now's the perfect time to get acquainted with your new identity.
I glance at my reflection in the mirror, and I notice Raphael's somewhat extravagant formal attire that suits a masquerade. So, you're not an artist? I'm curious about the new relationship you set up for us. Mischievous, Raphael winks at me as if I'm looking at my reflection in the mirror.
A new, talented opera singer who's accompanied by a dedicated manager, bodyguard, and assistant.
Which one of us is the opera singer?
I'm definitely not your manager, bodyguard, or assistant. I never accept side gigs.
Well, you're definitely not like me then. Ooh. 3 days later, on a luxurious yacht, the banquet is in full swing. Melodious music accompanies the event. I quietly touch the back of my head. The mask is on my face and the strap shows no signs of becoming loose. With a champagne glass in hand, I stand behind Raphael. I occasionally pretend to take a sip as I observe the people around us.
Why are you so far away?
Why do you only have half a mask? What? That doesn't conceal who you are. Raphael, who's also wearing a mask, turns around and looks at the distance between us. With some confusion, he gestures for me to come closer.
Your clothes and mannerisms are your face in a banquet like this, which means they're under everyone's scrutiny. So, people are gonna think I brought an assassin with me when you stand over there like that.
Mouth. This is the distance a bodyguard should be at. To Raphael. And COVID. He's the Phantom of the Opera. Sorry, I just had to say that because I saw that in the chat. Resigned, Raphael lowers his head and walks over to stand beside me.
Then switch your role to manager so we can be near each other. Besides, when you first became my bodyguard, you weren't this meticulous about keeping your distance.
Just as Raphael is about to say something, a man wearing a jester mask walks over to us. My intuition as a bodyguard makes me step forward to protect Raphael, who's behind me.
He's just here to talk. You don't need to be on high alert.
You sure, dude? You sure? I got you, bro. I can take him on. I nod and step aside, standing next to Raphael. I watch as Raphael starts a conversation with him.
Your bodyguard is competent.
Smiling, Raphael looks at me.
Being modest would be a disservice to her. Having her around is the best thing that's happened to me.
Ever since he's boarded the yacht, Raphael's speech and enunciation have changed. His gestures are also more exaggerated than usual. It's like he's a real opera singer.
Interesting. Maxwell made this mask and brooch for Yosef. He should be over 70 right now. But you sound like a young man.
Oh, here we go. I feel a little on edge, but my expression remains calm as I take the wine glass from Raphael's hand.
Are you saying that 70-year-old Yosef should disregard his health and attend in person?
Youngsters like yourself are very sharp-tongued. While Yosef and I were drinking tea and playing chess, you were probably having fun somewhere else.
Judging by your attitude, you must be an old friend of his, good sir. Has he not taken the time to share some of his insight with you? For example, how does a person avoid becoming an annoying old man?
Watch your tongue. Did Maxwell actually allow someone like you to attend this banquet?
On the hold of the ship, the crisp sound of clinking glasses captures everyone's attention. A middle-aged man wearing a dark purple velvet suit stands up with a glass of wine. His smile is barely concealed under his mask.
I'd like to thank everyone for attending this banquet. Tomorrow is my 40th wedding anniversary with Gabriella. The yacht will arrive at the island where the event will be held.
Can you say that a little bit louder? I can't hear you. Upon seeing the host, the jester reluctantly closes his mouth. He angrily glares at Raphael before walking away. Raphael adjusts his mask and discreetly curls fingers at his side. He's beckoning to me. As I'm next to him, we start quietly talking to each other. Yo, is it time for Plan B yet?
Yeah, remember to act natural. Leave the dramatic parts to me.
Alright, got it. You know, when I talk, it's almost like this is Raphael. So I'm like, yo, dude. Yo, dude, you got this. He's like, I do have this, Miss Bodyguard. Nya, nya, nya. Have I missed anything in the chat?
All of you have probably heard about my gift for Gabriella.
Can you say it a little bit louder? You're kind of quiet. Maxwell gestures to the cabin and everyone's gazes shift. A tall bodyguard leaves the cabin while holding a jewelry box adorned with an intricate floral pattern. Gah! Following Maxwell's directions, the bodyguard places the jewelry box on a display that's been specifically crafted for it. It's located at the front of the banquet. Bathed in meticulously placed lighting accompanied... This sentence sucks. Bathed in meticulously placed lighting accompanied by perfect angles and color. The jewelry resembles a solidified dark blue tranquil ocean. This might be a good chance to get a closer look.
You also must have heard about the people who claim my old eyes are failing me, and I can't tell what a real treasure is anymore.
This guy is 40 years old. He's not even old. Do you guys think 40 is old? Is that really an old age? Seriously? He's 40, right? As Maxwell lightly joked about himself, everyone joined in with a good-natured laugh.
When the official banquet begins, I will let everyone know that its true value is far beyond the money.
40 is sexy. 40 is, as what they say in male terminology, MILF territory, guys. Yeah. That's what it is. Priscilla 19... Whoa! That was a little bit scary. I was just reading out the follow, actually. Thank you very much, Priscilla 1988. I'm assuming that's your age. And if it's not, cool. Wouldn't that just be a mum?
It must be the perfect piece of jewelry for Gabriella, since he spent so much money on it.
Well, that sounds like a 40-year-old.
I heard it compliments Gabriella's eyes. Maybe that's the reason.
I hear the guest conversations around me, and recording Maxwell's files, I shake my head. Raphael understands the meaning behind my gaze and follows me.
You can't wait to get closer to Maxwell.
He is so annoying. The jester follows us, and his unabashedly rude remark catches Maxwell's attention. I think I know what that means. But just in case... Google! Google, here boy! Google!
Unabashedly.
Wow, you said that so much more differently than what I said.
Unabashedly.
Unabashedly. Without embarrassment or shame.
Unabashedly.
Awesome. Unabashedly.
What's going on?
As soon as Maxwell walks away from the display, the bodyguard carefully closes the jewelry box, picks it up, and leaves the way he came. Raphael and I exchange a glance and decide to stay still for now.
This is good. Maxwell, would you kindly introduce this young man? Who's this young man wearing Yosef's family brooch? He's strutting around like he's some kind of VIP.
Sir, please keep your distance from my employer.
What are you talking about? People like you can't even dream of talking to me.
You better step back, buddy, or else you're going to get your head shot. Raphael, seemingly unfazed, bows towards Maxwell and lowers his head with an air of grace. Maybe if someone else did it, it would seem pretentious. But his gesture only brings to mind phrases such as, an elegant gentleman.
It's been a while, Maxwell. Allow me to greet you on behalf of my uncle.
Oh, Yes, of course. Allow me to introduce you. This is Yosef's distant nephew. You should listen to him perform. He's truly an opera star in the making.
Really? Why haven't I heard about Yosef's opera-singing nephew?
Why are you asking about that? Do you even know all his legitimate and illegitimate children? Have you met them? Or even held them, for that matter? It's almost like you know more about my family than I do.
The jester is taken aback. He's about to speak when Maxwell interrupts him with a cough.
Indeed. Why must a person meddle in another family's affairs? You should work on that nasty temper of yours.
Understanding the implications of Maxwell's words, the jester presses his lips into a thin line and mutters under his breath. He's somewhat displeased.
That explains why you're so arrogant. You're an illegitimate child.
Annoyed, Raphael puts on a stern expression. I position myself between him and the jester.
All right, young man. There's no need to get so worked up. I just heard your bodyguard threatening an elder. That's not right.
Sorry, I can't do anything about that. My bodyguard, who's also my manager, has a bad temper, especially when it comes to people offending me. I
Yeah,
can't
damn
just
right.
ask her to stop being so protective of me, can I?
Damn straight. Maxwell raises an eyebrow before understanding the situation.
Ah, youth. For my sake, why don't you all calm down? The night is still young. There's no need to waste it on trivial matters.
Raphael scoffs, but he immediately quiets down after I pat his back, then nods at Maxwell.
Now that the misunderstanding's been cleared up, I'd be happy to extend this courtesy to you. Let's head back and rest for a bit.
Raphael offers his elbow to me. Once I place my hand on his arm, he escorts me out of the banquet hall like a performer leaving the stage. Raphael heads to a secluded spot and he slows down, leans towards me and exhales.
Acting is so exhausting.
Oh,
Thanks
man.
to him, no one will question us. It should be smooth sailing for our future operations from here on out.
Oh, it's a shame the script changed from nephew to illegitimate child. There shouldn't be any problems, right?
The old man has countless illegitimate children. No one would bat an eye if word got out. At best, we'll get a few more disdainful looks.
That's good. We won't even see someone rolling their eyes at us with these masks.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Hey, Hachi. Hey, did someone say hey Hachi? I wasn't able to get a close look at the jewelry, so didn't get a sense of anything unusual. My hair hides the strap at the back of my head. Seeing me struggle to find it, Raphael helps me untie it. I can't help but rub my face the moment the mask comes off. Feels a little stiff. And I'm sure there's like a block. You know, like the crease when you wear glasses? Like I bet for the mask it's like, I look like, you know, like a fish.
Your target this time is jewelry?
He fiddles with my mask, his palm and slender fingers making it look delicate. What about you? Is pretending to be your manager, bodyguard, and assistant as far as my help goes? He gazes out at the ocean, his exposed half face showing a pensive expression.
Don't worry. I'll tell you everything when the time comes. I'm not saying anything now because I'm worried the info dump will overload your brain.
How now? I'm even more curious.
Surely you have other questions besides what I'm actually after. Why not ask a simple one?
I can see his little legs. Monty! Monty, hey mate! Hey mate! Hey! Hey buddy! Hey! So cute. So cute. You're wearing a disguise for a reason. You're hiding from the people who posted your bounty on the dark web.
It's part of the reason, yeah. But I have other enemies.
They're also on this ship.
They're also on this ship.
I expected as much. I still let out a soft sigh. Why do I always feel like you're dragging me into trouble?
Don't worry about it. Considering how strong you are, no one can beat you in a fist fight.
I knew it. Nothing is ever simple when you need me to be involved. Did you see him peek? Sorry, Raphael, 1 second. Did you see Monty's little head? He's like, hello? Sometimes I think my little voice is Monty. Raphael keeps smiling. He lifts my right hand and gently presses it against his cheek. It's a gesture of gentlemanly courtesy.
I guess I should apologize, huh? But I have a feeling that's not what you want right now.
His mask has more decorations than mine. It's rough, uneven. Texture creates an illusion of warmth as it's caressed. My fingers trace the edge of the mask and descend to his jawline. I almost touch his skin. Can you guess what I want?
A mission that won't let the night go to waste?
My hand lands on Raphael's wrist and I pull him towards me. Yeah. I'll wait until the dead of night to pull off a grand heist. Wanna be my partner in crime? The mask's frozen smile is brimming with the vitality Raphael has infused into it. It almost comes to life as its wearer gazes at me.
The sea at night is the perfect stage for a magnificent performance. I'm honored I get to share it with you.
Monty is almost 4. I like the chemistry between Raphael and MC. It's cute. Kind of sexy as well. While the guards change shifts, the corridor is empty. It's the perfect time to start our mission. I already know the yacht's map by heart. I carefully push open the door and bring Raphael with me. Alright, take a left at 3594. Go up the stairs and then take another left before walking to 4136. Go through the side door and cross the terrace, and that's when you'll see Monty. Hey mate. You okay? You okay? He just looks like I'm ready to play.
Are you sure we won't get caught by the patrolling
Let me see if I
guards?
can catch him. He's quite energetic right now. Oh. Hello, baby. You okay, mate? He's such a big boy, isn't he? He's got the zoomies, yeah. Mm. God, he's massive. Oh, go to sleep. Go to sleep. You okay? You alright? Oh, he's so heavy. He's going to bed. You going to bed, mate? You okay? He's he is quite small, but he's also big at the same time. He can change size. He's a great size though. You can just cuddle him. He's so cute and fluffy. Okay. Alright, Monty. He's so cute. Of course, don't forget I'm doing this by myself and Monty. I adjust my earring, or rather it's a small communication device disguised as an earring. The guard's schedule, patrol routes, and the vault passcode are all in it.
Your association is truly a gathering of hidden talents.
Hurry up. The passcode changes every 10 minutes. It'll be tough if we miss our chance. Monty's so quiet. Like, he's silent 99% of the time, but if he needs something, like, if he wants attention, he'll bark sometimes. Or if he needs a toilet, he'll bark. Or he'll moan. He'll be like, he'll do like that, you know? But 99% of the time, he's very quiet. He's just kind of like, even when he's zoomy, he's quiet. We arrive at the terrace on the 4th floor smoothly, and it's not long until the vault's location appears within my line of sight. He's going to start barking soon. Listen. There are guards on patrol. We have to distract them. Whoa.
That's easy. We just need an encore.
A small flame flickers from his fingertip. I nod. You're so good at this. How many people have you scared with that trick?
Who asked me to be her partner in crime?
Me. Yeah. The communication device beeps and the passcode has been successfully deciphered. A gesture to Raphael.
You're a good man, Maxwell. spending a fortune just to make your wife.
My corgi, when he would get zoomies, he'd run, do a 180, bark, then run, and turn around again, and bark, bark.
Smile.
My small gift pales in comparison to your company's wealth and power.
What was your corgi's name? Why the hell is Maxwell here, dude? Shouldn't you be sleeping?
Here.
The sound of laughter gets closer. Raphael opens the hatch in the corner of the floor and pulls me down. The door silently closes and our surroundings darken. I'm getting distracted by dogs now. I'm gonna look at the Dub's profile. Wait, are you guys in a watch party? Watching the stream? I just noticed. Cool. Watch party on Discord. I see you guys. I see you. Oh. Oh, guys. My bicep is killing me from volleyball. Yo. I didn't know it would be such a bicep intensive sport. Wow. Oh, wow. It's strained. Oh, it's really sore. It's a good sport. And it makes sense, actually, because you know when you're doing that? You know when you're doing this? You have to tense your bicep, right, to keep your arm up. Otherwise, it won't go anywhere. I'm not gonna flex. Hell no. The space below the deck is cramped and small, and with the faint light from the automatic emergency light, I can barely make out the pile of items. Concerned that any noise would alert Maxwell and the others, Rafayel and I have to stay close together and not move, so our hips are together.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Dude, your leg is digging into my thigh. Oh my gosh, they I made the joke and they put the joke in there. They actually put the joke in there. Dude, your third leg is just rubbing my crotch, dude. Shit. He hesitates before moving his hand aside. That wasn't his hand. And rests it on the clutter behind me, as if he's trying to wrap his around my waist.
Better.
Against the hazy light, his figure is hard to discern, but the depths of his Guna gaze are front and center, profound as the ocean itself. I force myself to look away and focus on the commotion above us.
Originally wanted to attend, but he couldn't leave. He asked us to send you and your wife his regards.
You're too kind.
Can these people, talk about their everyday lives somewhere else? Is the passcode about to change?
It's okay. We still have at least 7 or 8 minutes left. Let's just wait, but can you please move your hand?
But aren't you uncomfortable?
Of course I am, I say in my heart. It's very snug. Curled up in front of Raphael, I can't stretch my limbs. They're starting to feel numb. To make matters worse, a strand of hair falls across my face. It's almost in my eyes. Try to blow it away, but it doesn't do anything. Raphael's bangs are slightly sway instead.
Let me help.
Oh, jeez. He raises his hand and moves it towards my cheek. What cheek? However, his elbow hits the deck. Luckily, the people on the deck are still chatting and laughing. They didn't hear us. I'm fine. I can deal with it. I try to suppress the strange feeling of the hair on my face. But the more I try to ignore it, the more I focus on it. I know, right? I get it all the time. I'm always like this. Everyone has it. After a few moments, tears well up in my eyes. What? Wait, am I about to cry? For what?
Don't move.
Why am I about to cry? He lowers his head and suddenly I can see him in a much greater detail. He's so close that his eyelashes almost brush against my cheek. Accompanied by the faint warmth of his breath, his nose touches the area between my eyebrows. Following the curve of my brow ridge, he slowly moves that annoying strand of hair to the side. And breathe. Dude, you just ate garlic today. Can you not do that right in front of my face?
Is it better?
I force myself to nod calmly, trying to ignore the heat rising in my cheeks. I refocus on the conversation above us. Somehow, in the span of a few minutes, their conversation has changed completely.
Please think this over, Maxwell. As long as you're willing to give up Jewel Reef, feel free to name your price.
This would be a great opportunity for you to collaborate with Ever again, don't you think? I'm sure your wife would agree.
Ever. A bit of doubt flashes through my mind when I hear that name. Judging by their conversation, this isn't the first time Maxwell has been involved with Ever. Holy shamoly.
Hey, Rafayel. Thank you very much for the sub.
Is his protocol smuggling business related to them?
I already told you, I'm never selling the island. Stop asking.
Maxwell, we've been very sincere. Being at each other's throats won't benefit anyone, right?
Are you threatening me? Oh, no. We wouldn't even consider it. But your anniversary is coming up. It'd be a shame if something went awry to ruin the event.
Maxwell sounds even more displeased. The three argue for a bit before parting ways on bad terms. I sigh when the sound of footsteps fade away. I reach out to open the hatch door. I'm an hour late. OMG. How do I never see notifications when you're live? Anyways, hi. Hi. Are they gone?
Yeah.
I love the energy. That was such an energetic comment. I'm not sure what accent I should use. I could use like a super, like a American, or I'm assuming it's American. They're like, I'm an hour late. Oh my god. How do I never see the notifications when you're live? Anyways, hi. No worries. It's cool. It's cool. Love the energy. Valley Girl Nate. Yeah, exactly. Is it Valley Girl? That's what it's called, isn't it? Is that how you actually talk? I love it. I love Valley Girl. That is Valley Girl, right? Rafayel leaps onto the deck first, and then he turns back and pulls me up. It's that song. Do you know that song? That's like, am I asking for too much? Like, he's smart, he's artistic, he's creative, he's got a great personality, but what I'm looking for a man in finance. 6'5", blue eyes. You know that song? That's what I instantly thought of. You know, do you guys know that song? I'm looking for a man in finance. 6'5", blue eyes. This one, you know that song? Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. That's exactly what I thought of. Like, as soon as a Fousey D went in. Man in finance. How does it go? I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. Finance. Trust fund, 6'5". I'm looking for a man in finance. That was playing in my gym, and I Shazammed it, and I was like, okay, this is mine. I know that song. Really funny. I'm gonna read it one more time. I'm an hour late. Oh my god, how would I never see the notifications when you're live? Anyways, hi. All I'm looking for is Nate Dogg streaming live. Raphael leaps onto the deck first, then he turns back and pulls me up. Awesome. Sneaking around on a yacht is more annoying than fighting a wanderer.
Really? Your reflexes and skills are remarkable.
Such a
You
sweetheart,
might want to
Foozy
consider working as a spy.
Favorite comment of the day, Foozy. Thank you for making my day. Is it a good accent or a bad one? I can do quite a few accents, but American ones I'm not great at. No thanks. That means always being in a life or death situation. I just want to focus on staying alive. After closing the door, I'm about to stand up when I notice a figure in the distance. Maxwell? I yank Raphael down. Get it, boy. He stumbles and ends up crouching.
Who's there?
Raphael pauses. He quickly realizes what's happening. Reacting faster than me, he cups my cheek. Ooh, Raphael.
Are you feeling unwell? Or did I do something that made you upset?
Gosh. Right in the buttocks, man. I'm not crying. I frown, pretending to be angry and aggrieved as I look at him.
Yes. But look at your face, cutie pie. Your cheeks are puffed out like a hamster's. Didn't you say the grape mousse at the banquet was delicious? We can order another one later.
Stop using your food as a way to make me feel better.
You don't want to eat it?
I do.
I knew it.
This performance successfully makes Maxwell stop in his tracks. He squints to scrutinize the two of us.
Are you...
Maxwell?
Yeah, booty. You know why? Because he grabbed my cheek. Okay, no worries. Raphael turns his head, and upon seeing Maxwell, he appears surprised. He quickly helps me stand up.
Good evening. This is embarrassing to say the least.
Did you have a fight with your girlfriend?
It's just one of those lovers' quarrels, you know. It's not a big deal. I thought we could take a breather.
I see.
Sounds like he doesn't believe us. I can't help but feel a little bit nervous. Just then, a guard on patrol quickly approaches us. Puzzled, his gaze flits between us and Maxwell.
Mr. Maxwell, is everything all right?
You're just in time. I have to tell you something. Tighten the security in the vault tonight, and bring in a few more men to protect it. You must keep a close eye on the jewelry and the deed to Jewel Reef.
Understood.
This is bad. Our plan to sneak into the vault is ruined. I quietly tug at Raphael's sleeve, signaling that we should leave first.
Well, we'll be on our way. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Wait.
Monty's outside screaming his head off. He's trying to fend off the foxes. Raphael pauses, and in the blink of an eye, he smiles and turns to Maxwell, who walks up to us.
Stay away from the 4th floor if you want to get your mind off things.
Is he warning us? As I quickly run through 100 possibilities, Maxwell raises his hand and points upwards.
Go to the bar or cafe on the 5th floor. There aren't a lot of people, and the atmosphere is better.
What does the fox say? Ding 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 a ding 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 ding. What does the fox say? Oh, woof 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 woof. That one, right? Oh, wah pa 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 pow. Oh, wah pa 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 pow. What a song! Big blue eyes, big booty. Something. Jumping mice and eating cows. I don't know the lyrics, but we are playing love and deep space. The chat goes wow, and Nate goes moo, and Caleb goes ow, ow, ow. What does the Xavier say? Sleep, 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 asleep, asleep. It's a good song. I like that song. Very good song. I'm distracted now. I'm not even focused on the... This is a really good story. You guys suck. I'm trying to focus on the story here. We're in a very serious moment. We're on a yacht. We're trying to investigate. We're trying to get the crown jewels. You know? We got near Raphael's crown jewels. We're trying to get some crown jewels on here. And here we are talking about... What does the fox say? Alright? I need you to keep it down. Keep it down. Okay. Land of Secret Flames. Or have you seen the one... Sorry, one more then. Okay, one more. Have you seen the one where the dude is like... Chocolate rain. And then he like looks away to breathe. He's like... Some say try and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. Classic. So good. That made my day seeing that guy. Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Okay. Sorry, guys. Everyone's like,
But what about the story, Nate? What about the story?
there's a few people in me like, chocolate rain. I don't even know that song, Mari. Help, I'm Under the Sea by Hazard Love Free 2025, 1st of March. 21 Paula, hello! We would have already gotten the jewelry if it weren't for those meddling kids. Missing the opportunity that appeared before us, we returned to our room, and even though I'm upset, I've got a new suspicion. There must be something Ever wants on that island. Otherwise they wouldn't be so focused on it, right?
Who knows? Maybe they have too much money to spend.
Raphael removes his mask and sets it aside. He rubs his wrist.
Before I injured my shoulder, now it's my wrist. It seems like my hands have to get tortured somehow whenever we're together.
It was an emergency, man. Are you hurt? Let me see.
Of course I am. Look.
I hold up his wrist, and several minutes pass before I find a faint mark from a fingernail. Oh. That's a serious injury, alright. Raphael unbuttons his cuffs, loosens his collar, and sinks into the chair. He eases himself into a comfortable position.
Are you still thinking about the jewelry thing?
Yeah. I won't be able to catch Maxwell if I can't get close to it.
Honestly, I think this guy isn't as suspicious as you make him out to be. He wears his heart on his sleeve, you know. He's wealthy and hopelessly in love.
I doubt it. Since you decided to approach him, he must be more than just a rich, romantic fool.
He's a simple-minded, generous,
Hi.
wealthy guy I want to work with at some point. Is there a problem?
That excuse might fool others, but not me. I think Maxwell is far from innocent. Since this involves the association's secrets, I can't say much. I'm forced to beat around the bush. The protocol smuggling he's doing isn't a simple business adventure.
Is that so?
Why would someone be looking for us at this time? Did we get noticed? I can't help but be on edge.
Relax. You're practically wearing "I'm not innocent" on your face right now. Even if they have ill intentions.
That's the face that I thought of when he said that. You know the green frog? It's the emoji that Halsey loves. You know that? Like you've done something really cheeky. That was it. You're practically not wearing the I'm innocent look.
Do you really think the two of us can't handle it?
Pepe biting his lip. Yeah, that one. You're right. Raphael opens the door, but before I can see who it is, he turns around. He's holding a tray. Grape, mousse.
Aren't you hungry after working for a whole night?
The lighting on the small terrace outside the room is gentle. With a refreshing sea breeze, we have a nice dining spot. However,
It's okay if you don't want to eat mousse, but don't be a meanie to it.
I realize the dessert is a mess because I poked it so many times. I'll eat it. I devour a spoonful of mousse, but it's not long before I'm thinking about that jewellery again. Probably be in his wife's hands once the ship docks tomorrow, and at that point, approaching it is almost impossible. Do I have to talk to his wife? I'm not good at lying.
I see you're genuinely hungry.
He scoops the grapes off his dessert and gives them to me.
If you can't come up with anything, stop thinking about it for now. Where there's a will, there's a way. Maybe we'll get our chance once we reach the island. Shouldn't those two Ever people be a bigger problem than Maxwell?
The obsession with buying the island is a little weird, but you can't blame them. Rich gotta be rich.
If you compare Ever to Maxwell, then that protocurve smuggling stuff isn't something to be concerned about.
I'm a bit surprised, but I do start thinking. Raphael's intelligence network is complex and full of secrets. If he's saying this, then he probably knows something. You do have a point. I'll keep it on. Too bad I didn't get to see those two. We should try and follow them in case.
Okay, it's time to stop using your brain.
Raphael waves his hand in front of me. His expression becomes stern.
I told you that so your mind can take a break. It wasn't so you could throw yourself into another problem.
But, like a magician, he pulls out something to feed to me. I bite down and a candy sweetness floods my mouth.
Right now, you're only allowed to think about one thing. One thing. Which is replenishing your energy before going to bed.
Maybe the sweetness makes me drowsy. And hearing the churning sea, I vaguely remember resting my head on a pillow and closing my eyes. And before I realize it, I'm slowly falling asleep. The sound of the waves reverberates near my ears, and it slowly flows into my dark dream. Faint moonlight spills over the pitch black sea, carrying an ethereal chant from afar. This is... I feel like I've been here before. As if sensing my arrival, the scene grows more peculiar and sad, as if it wants to convey something to me. An inexplicable sorrow stirs in my heart and mingles with nostalgia. I can't help but reach out to that elusive melody. Yet the waves surge and the seas roars, swells under the howling winds. It's at that moment the song dissipates. It drowns in the raging torrents. The music, dude. What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm guessing it trashed when it changed.
We are gathered here today to celebrate the wedding anniversary of Mr. Maxwell and Miss Gabriella. We have prepared various means of transportation for your use. You may relax at your lodgings or explore the island.
Where is it from? It's from a game that's not even out yet.
What's most notable about this island is the extraordinary blue hole situated at its center. It's a rare marvel of the world.
The next day at noon, the yacht reaches the island. A middle-aged butler welcomes the guests.
The ceremony will be held at 7 o'clock this evening. Transportation will be arranged to ensure all attendees can make it to the Manor's banquet.
Shall I do Valley Girl MC? The butler guides each guest to the cars individually. and with a smile he turns his attention to us.
Do you need anything, sir?
I don't even know how Valley Girl MC would sound like. We're good, thank you. He's feeling a little land sick. Raphael leans against my arm, and he raises an eyebrow and reveals a slightly disgruntled expression.
I have a headache because someone had me appreciating the sea breeze with her late into the night.
It's normal for sea creatures to have allergies on land. I understand.
Maybe you should stop trying to understand.
Huh? At that moment, it's as if a delicate string tightens around my heart. A faint tremor ripples through me. I turn around to see several guessing guards escorting us safe. Behind me, they pass by. The jewelry. There's definitely something off about it. Unfortunately, my hunches aren't enough to justify a proper investigation into the jewelry. Everything okay? Stay on the jewelry with my match. Well, I still need to figure out how to get accurate data on the jewelry with my watch. Once I have that, association can officially start an investigation on Maxwell. Confronting these guys heading on isn't impossible, but cleaning up the mess that would come after will be very troublesome.
Chill out.
Is my chat
Once
still
we're
working?
at the banquet,
Has it frozen?
she'll wear the jewelry. We'll have plenty of opportunities to get close to it then.
Oh, Maury.
I can only hope. Wait, do you have telepathy or something? How did you know what I was thinking? Okay,
Is it really that
I was just
hard to
checking
guess?
if chat works. A car appears and stops right in front of us. Raphael opens the door. He grabs my shoulder and turns me around.
Save the challenges for tonight. We're on an island vacation. Are you really going to spend the whole time frowning? Excuse me, sir. Do you know where we can find the best view on this island? Can you take us there?
Before I can refuse, Raphael gently pushes me into the car. You have a headache. Now you're fine. He immediately rests his head on my shoulder.
Nope.
Rafayel? The driver proves himself to be very diligent. He takes us to a tranquil place by the sea. Raphael and I walk on the grassland. One side is an expanse of lush vegetation, and the other side is the azure sea. The underlying anxiety in my heart slowly dissipates, perhaps soothed by the breathtaking scenery.
I heard about this rare blue hole before. We gotta check it out to make this trip worthwhile, don't you think?
You say that, but you're not here just for the view, are you? You said you needed my help. However, you didn't do anything on the yacht. That means your real goal is related to that island.
Not bad. You want to keep going and guess what I'm aiming for?
Start to think. If there's one thing that Raphael is particularly interested in, then this place is related to Lemuria. They say time works its magic on everything. Who knows? Maybe this tiny island was once a small garden in Lemuria, thousands or millions of years ago.
I can't say for sure if it was a Lemurian garden, but many, many years ago, this place was part of the ocean.
He crouches down and separates a small cluster of grass to unveil the rugged, rocky surface below.
Look, these are traces left behind by a coral reef.
I crouch down next to him. I look closely, but I can't make out anything.
It's been eroded over the years, so it's not obvious anymore. Once upon a time, in an era beyond anyone's wildest imagination, this place wasn't covered with grass. Coral reefs stretched as far as the eye can see. Shells and countless sea creatures, like fish, shrimps, and crabs, used to call it home. Distant and intriguing, The land was a realm of unfathomable mystery to them. But in the end, their once familiar homeland turned into the strangest of worlds.
His tone is light, tinged with an elusive emotion. His words are carried away by the sea breeze as soon as they leave his lips.
Why are you just standing there? You don't want to keep walking?
I wanted to look at you.
I see. Well, you can look all you want.
Thanks, Mari. We walk along the coast. As soon as afternoon sunlight dims, the sea breeze becomes slightly cooler. With every step you take, every move you make. Is that a song? Wherever is that a song? The terrain gradually ascends. Out of the corner of my eye, the dock we arrived at earlier has turned into a distant white speck. Is that two different songs? Whoopsie. Looking down, I noticed a rocky tidal flat where a small boat is beached on the shore. Is that supposed to be a decoration?
Judging by its structure, it looks like an antique from a few centuries back, but it's in good condition. The main sail and jib are intact, and the hull looks fine. Once it hits the water, it'll be gliding through the waves.
At the very least, it's more reliable than the boat we took it to Hat Island. Rafayel clears his throat and looks away. He pretends to be nonchalant about it. Smiling, I meet his gaze. Speaking of which, don't you think we have quite a strong connection with boats and islands and all that? The last time we were on an island, we basically got shipwrecked and ran into some wanderers. Who knows what sort of surprises are waiting for us this time?
I guess there's a lack of faith, huh?
It's only natural given our past experiences. Take this moment, for example. You said you'll be showing me the blue hole. We've only seen flowers, plants, and rocks.
Whoa, easy there, cutie. Look. Look. We've arrived.
Every breath you take.
Wait. How does the tune go? I don't even remember. Different from the coastline earlier, a deep blue sea appears before me. Massive blue hole is nestled beneath the circular cliff, where the seas seems to have ceased flowing, transforming into a mesmerizing blue gem. Peering down from the edge, I feel like I'm looking straight at the deep sea's soulful eye.
Watch where you're going. Don't let it lure you in.
Rafayel grabs my arm and pulls me back.
Well, Maxwell picked a decent venue. This is actually the best spot to view the blue hole.
I look into the distance and spot a cluster of mansion-like buildings on the lower land across from us. A few figures can be seen. Waiters are preparing for the banquet. It's beautiful. No wonder Maxwell chose this place for his wedding anniversary.
It's not just beautiful.
He picks up a small stone and throws it. It lands on the edge of the blue hole before vanishing into the dark blue depths.
The oxygen levels are super low in the blue hole, and light can't even reach it. Barely anything can live there. So, over time, all sorts of rumors about it began to emerge. Some say the blue hole is a gateway to another world. Others believe it hides countless treasures.
People tend to have a wild imagination when it comes to unreachable locations.
But there's not any concrete evidence to debunk these rumors. An unimaginable secret might be hidden in this blue hole.
Rafayel turns his attention to the blue hole. His clothes billow in the wind, and he looks like a bird ready to take to the skies, as if at any moment he's about to dive straight into the profound dark blue abyss. An inexplicable tremor reverberates from the depths of my heart. Yet I'm not sure if Rafayel's words or distant call from under the sea caused it. Do you know a recent song that's been stuck in my head? It goes, ah, pata, pata, ah, pata, pata, ah, pata, pata, ah. Kissy face, back to your phone. So I don't know the lyrics, but that's a good song. It's like Bruno Mars, I think. Don't you worry about us, baby. Don't you worry about so, see, because we get copyright when we show songs, so what we do, we sing it instead. Yeah,
That's how we do stream intervals.
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleeps tomorrow, covers can also get a cop. Are you joking me? I'm gonna just change the lyrics. A B C D E A B C D E A B C D E F G H I J K A B C D E A B C D E A B C D E. Huh? That's my version. Copyright that. Copyright that. Tekken King, yeah. Tekken King, yeah. 5 hours. Don't you copyright me, don't you copyright me. It's 7 p.m. The ceremony for the wedding anniversary takes place as scheduled in front of the manor near the Blue Hole. This is hella long, by the way. You guys went wrong. Amidst the guests' applause and cheers, Maxwell presents the jewelry to his beloved wife, Gabriella. Wearing a mask or hide with Rafayel in the crowd, listening to Maxwell passionately recounting how he first met his wife. Nene, so energetic today, very cute. Thank you very much.
The gemstones used in the jewelry are from the place where they fell in love with each other. Talk about being hopelessly lovey-dovey.
There were many rumors about why Maxwell bought it, and it turns out he had a romantic reason. It's also disappointing in a way.
However, this is only part of my gift. Gabriella, what I truly want to give you is this island.
As soon as Maxwell finishes speaking, fireworks exploded in the night sky and cast a colourful glow upon our surroundings. Under this radiance is the blue hole as it emits a faint light. The water's surface shimmers like a precious gemstone.
They say this blue hole is a rare wonder of the world. Not only is it this island's heart, but it's also the sea's. My wife entrusted me with her precious, pure heart, and so I was given the gift of experiencing the best love in the world. That's why I'd like to offer her the world's most precious, purest heart. This island's official name is Gabriella's Atoll.
The fireworks become increasingly more magnificent and dazzling, accompanied by joyful laughter and applause. Gabriella, who's brimming with happiness, tightly holds her husband's hand. The jewelry she's wearing around her neck is even more brilliant. And I ain't saying she a gold digger. Hi to me, and I saying she's a gold digger. I said she's a gold digger. Hi to me. She had the money when I'm in need. Of course she's gonna be happy. You just got given an island. Hell yeah, brother. Damn. Then August, even a mask can't hide how you're eyeing the jewelry. I'm trying to come up with a good conversation why she's not a gold digger, Rafayel.
This is easy. Just say, Gabriella, your love story was so moving. I would be honored to hear more about it.
I'll be like, hey, Gabriella, you belong on the streets. I don't think that's enough to earn her trust.
Remember, to Maxwell and his wife, you're the girlfriend of Yosef's illegitimate kid.
Blue from Foster's home.
Complex background.
Who's Blue? I'm not, okay, I can't show it because of copyright. I know, it's the main character, right? It's the blue guy. What did he used to sound like? I don't even remember. Foster's home for imaginary kids, right? Imaginary friends. Imaginary kids. That's a very, very dark story if it was about Foster's home for imaginary kids now, Nath.
It's pretty
Let's
clear
not
that
go
our
there.
love story is filled with obstacles. So, it's only natural for you to admire the romance between Maxwell and Gabriella. She might even pity you.
Raphael, did you work as an actor before? Are you able to easily slip into any role? Raphael adjusts my mask that's slightly askew. He softly chuckles.
Go. If you don't move now, someone else will snatch this opportunity.
I take a deep breath, clutch the hem of my dress, and walk to the center of the crowd where Gabriella is. I'm like,
Gabriella, you look so beautiful. May I please take a look at your jewelry? Oh shit, it's very big.
over half an hour later.
How was it?
Weren't any energy fluctuations. Away from the lively manor, a large, serene plain rests on the slope near the blue hole. Disappointed, I sit down on the grass, and my gaze is fixed on the almost still sea water within the blue hole. My sigh soars into the air, releasing me from the weight of my emotions. And when I sensed it, in every way possible, and scanned it with my watch and the jewelry, showed no abnormalities. I didn't understand that sentence at first. Never mind. Captain Jenner said that finding ether cores would be a long-term struggle. Can't progress as smoothly as I had hoped. I'll treat this as an island vacation.
I haven't even started comforting you, and you're already coming to terms with it?
How are you going to do that? I'm willing to listen to your plan. Raphael props up his chin in his hand, and it appears as if he's lost in thought for a moment.
I haven't made up my mind yet, you know. But maybe this will cheer you up?
He takes out something from inside his coat, and it's a small bundle of sparklers.
Take one.
Ooh. Thank you. His fingertips glows before my very eyes. Small fireworks blossom from it. I can't help but laugh. Raphael, I discovered one of your new skills. You always manage to pull out something unexpected from your coat. How many surprises are you hiding?
Not a lot. These are all I have.
He ignites the remaining sparklers and passes them to me. In my hand, they magically transform into a dazzling bouquet. He's so romantic. This guy is the Rizzler. Seemingly attuned to the mood. I'm jealous. I can't do that. I can't just be like, hey, baby.
Okay.
Seemingly attuned to the mood, the sea breeze subsides and allows the sparklers to glow until they flicker out. And then it rises with the tide. Why is the chat in all caps now? What? Let's go. It's about time we head back.
Shh.
Why is the chat in all caps now? Oh, Fousey do.
Hey, I'm back.
A serious look appears on his face and he turns away. Taking my hand, he swiftly guides me to a nearby rock.
We have company.
Seeing his wary expression, I hold my breath and write my question on the rock with my finger. Maxwell? He shakes his head. After a minute or two passes, I hear the voices that are moving towards us.
We're ready. It won't be long before things get chaotic.
I don't need to put on the caps lock, don't worry about it. I've only just noticed everyone's getting a little bit hype. We're ready. It won't be long before things get chaotic.
When the time comes, head to Maxwell's private collection room. It's in the southeast corner. Find it while I stay in the manor too.
Do you know Dory from Finding Nemo? Do you know Dory? When I read people in all caps, and it's the same at work. Like if I see an email that's an angry email and it's got all caps, I just think of Dory speaking whale language in that voice when I read out stuff. So it's like, thank you. Yes. Or like when I'm at work, it's like, I'm really disappointed in you. And I'm like, when I type, I'm like, Dear Sir, Madame, thank you very much for your email. Kindly appreciate it. I'll let you know when the next date is available for us to proceed with the scheduled appointment. And I'll get this really angry email like, you son of a bitch, we've waited 6 months. And I'm like, thank you. I'll get back to you. These voices, they're those people from Twitch chat. Are they scheming something because Maxwell refused to give up the island? On the rock, I write the question. Discord? Raphael nods. If only Maxwell sold the island to us, then we wouldn't have to go through all this trouble. Oh wow, he's speaking.
The stuff that's hidden on this island is very important. It can't end up with the wrong people.
What is this stuff exactly? Do you want to share your big secret with me?
Who's there?
Flames encircle the two. Raphael approaches them slowly, one step at a time. I grab my gun. Are you going to explain yourselves? Or would you rather have a thoughtful discussion? The Hunters Association. They clench their teeth and refuse to speak. And just when I'm about to make another inquiry, I sense a powerful surge of metaflux. Raphael, a wanderer is about to appear. My watch sounds the alarm, which coincides with the violent tremors that shake the sea. I hurry toward the blue hole, but Raphael blocks my way.
Before we continue, I need to ask you something. Do you like treasure hunts?
I do. But how is that related to the Wanderer?
Then this adventure won't disappoint you.
Recalling the rumors he mentioned in the afternoon about the treasure in the blue hole, unease washes over me. You're going to look for that treasure?
The wind's getting stronger because of the high tide. It's the perfect time for a treasure hunt. Let's go.
He holds me in his arms and rushes to the shore. The waves intensify and slowly engulf everything I can see. Meanwhile, a terrifying behemoth reveals itself in the center of the blue hole. But I do like doing accents and voices, even if it's not that good. The predator field disappeared. In the depths of the dark blue sea, light sporadically flashes. Struggling to keep my eyes open, I can't find my way. I think we fell straight into the blue hole. I'll swim towards the light and see where it leads.
Don't swim. Stop. Now turn your head.
I do as he says. However, trying to turn while underwater is surprisingly difficult. Wait, does Foozy Do play this game? Do you play this game, Foozy Do? Oh wait, he kissed me? Wait, I clicked by accident. You know what? Suddenly cradles the back of my head. Strands of hair gracefully drift into my view, and they're followed by a gentle kiss.
Try it. Try it.
Try what? My steady breathing is accompanied by the faint fragrance of fresh sea salt. It permeates my entire being. I'm taken aback. I can breathe. I'm not even choking on water.
Do you also want to see if your tears can turn into pearls?
Did you get my Hunter ID? Raphael carefully runs his fingers along the area around my eyes. He instantly conjures up a thumb-sized what? Flammula like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
The tide is rising. Come on, let's find my treasure.
Yes, I did, but I'm slow and realized I'm on NA server. I can't. I freaking love reading. I'm never gonna get that out of my head. Fatty girl visitor. It's too good. It's too good. I'm gonna stop that. I need to stop. This is bullying. I need to stop this right now. Stop it, Nate. You are not a bully. The little fish affectionately rubs its belly against Raphael's fingertips. With a flick of its tail, it swims towards the depth of the blue hole as if it were our guide. Please do German accent. Is there really a hidden Lemurian treasure at the bottom?
Only the undercurrent beneath the
that
high
German?
tide and the tiniest fish know its location.
I playfully poke the flamingo swimming next to me. Unafraid, it swims closer and nuzzles my cheek. Why is the flamula sillier than the one outside? It doesn't even have a sense of caution.
It's not the fish's fault. It only dares to
Is that
come
okay?
close because you have a familiar scent.
Are you talking about when you kissed me?
Obviously, it's not just because of that.
The terrible accent. I'm not very good at German. As we head deep into the blue hole, the undercurrents become more and more intricate. The light has disappeared in Raphael's palm. A small flame materializes. It casts a gentle glow while fish playfully swim around it.
We're close to the entrance.
A force surges through the water. My heartbeat quickens and I soon find myself tightly gripping Raphael's hand.
Are you
Indian
scared?
is good. I can do Indian. I shake my head. I try to peer into the depths of the darkness with the help of Raphael's firelight. However, I can't find the source of that mysterious force. Good news. Our target is probably in the same place.
And the bad news?
My diving knowledge is limited. The deeper we go, the stronger the undercurrent gets. How deep do we need to be?
After we follow the surging tide and pass through a crevice, we'll reach a hidden fjord. The undercurrent in the crevice will be even more chaotic. Make sure to hold on to me tightly when the time comes.
Suddenly the undercurrent becomes stronger. It propels me forward wildly. Am I like your puppet, guys? Are you gonna be like, do an accent? Do Russian, Chinese. Do an Indian. Do an Indian accent. Don't tell me what to do. Don't push me. Is that gonna be? This is a mild spoiler, guys. When we come to a stop, we find ourselves in a deeper part of the sea. In serene darkness, a gentle light emanates below. It grows brighter only to dim. It's reminiscent of an aging heart's unhurried rhythm. Is doing accents offensive online?
This is the island's cornerstone.
I need to know, actually, just in case. I don't want to offend other people.
It once bore the weight of Lemuria's past and future.
We slowly descend to the source of the light. Eventually, soft yet firm ground touches my feet. The flammula approaches Raphael's flame. It vanishes at his feet and the fire disappears. The faint light fades only to flare up again.
It's part of Lemuria's long-lost tome of...
Oh, we're learning it. Wait, hold up. You're making me want to do an Indian accent when I'm getting to know the lore? Under a tender radiance, the crimson seaweed on the seabed comes to life. They resemble a field of fire. We stand on a massive thick stone slab, and the engravings on its surface are the light source. Those glowing marks look like symbols. Legend has it is that the Tome of the Sea God contains prophecies about Lemuria's future. I don't know, Indian accent's kind of hard with everything they're writing.
Not the future.
Are you referring to how the world forgot about Lemuria's history?
It's not just that. There's also power. Those who borrowed power from the sea, but traded in the end.
Oh.
They mistook the sea's tolerance for submission, and forgot about its cruelty. But I remember, and I will reclaim this forgotten power.
Looks like that's where I come in, huh? What do you need me to do? Raphael takes my hand as he materializes a dagger.
Only those who have a bond with the sea god can awaken the tome. I need you to bear with me for a moment.
The dagger grazes my fingertip. A drop of my blood is quickly sealed in a tiny bubble that falls onto the vibrant red seaweed. The distant roar of a tsunami echoes in my mind, accompanied by immense glowing symbols swirling and materializing. They pierce my body and ascend. Fragmented images that are bathed in a golden glow and a childlike voice break through the haze. They flood my mind.
You awakened me.
Whose memory is this?
Hey, are you listening?
I am.
I'm not stranded. It's the waves. They're just too strong. Where I come from, if you say you like someone's scales, that means you like them. You humans are bold. We've only known each other for a day, and you're already thinking about our next meeting. Remember, we'll see each other again at this spot next year. This bond means you'll definitely come back to me. I'll always wait for you.
Then I, too. The waves sweep away these fragmented memories. A cold breeze tinged with the scent of seaweed caresses my face, and I struggle to open my eyes. Raphael. Golden symbols pulsate with immense power. They surge into Raphael's body. With his eyes tightly shut and his face pale, he collapses into my arms. Raphael! The flammula swims past me, its tail leaving behind a trail of bubbles. My gaze follows it to the crevice found on the fjord's cliff. As a shield of golden light blocks the turbulent seawater around us, I tightly hold onto Raphael and swim toward the crevice. We leave the blue hole via a narrow gap in the seabed. When we resurface, it finds ourselves in the ocean. There's a small island in the distance. A nearby ship gently rocks with the waves. It looks as if it's been waiting for a long time. Boarding the ship's hold, I look at its old mast and sails. I know this is the same ship that ran aground on the island. See, I listened to 21 Paula. Your wish is my command. Raphael! Are you okay?
Yeah.
After the tomb of the Seam God activated, what the hell happened? I remember something, and then you were there, and then you're like topless and like a myth guy. And Raphael leans against the deck and sits. With his elbow bent, he props himself up.
I said I'll give you an answer. Give me like a minute to...
What did you do? You asked to play L&D, right? So we're doing it. Nightly rendezvous secret times. There's a secret times on nightly rendezvous. I am gobsmacked. What's wrong? Did you get hurt? What's going on?
No.
Yo, he's getting powers back.
This couldn't be considered gentle. It's getting... Stay back.
Oh shit. He's actually like changing. What's going on? Is that a tsunami? Raphael, you're even more handsome. Oh shit, what's going on? Is he gonna kill us? Oh.
A follower? Or just a lowly sacrifice?
Oh, he's changed. You don't recognize me anymore? Hey, yo, what the hell is going on? Move. Oh, he's just grabbed my ass.
When the storm surges from the deep sea.
Raphael, snap out of
The
it.
sea god awakens. I have no need for traitors.
Okay. With the authority granted to me by the Ocean's Covenant, I order you to... Oh my gosh, snap his ass out of it before I die.
What's going on?
I'm holding it down, why is it not working? There you go. Oh, my eyes are blinding.
You...
Oh. Hello there, darling. Do you know who I am, Raphael?
Of course.
Struggling, I sit up and lean back against the cabin wall. I give Raphael a once-over. There aren't any scales or weird things. This is the Raphael I know.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Look.
He holds his hand out to me. The fragment in his palm emits a shining light that tugs at my heartstrings. An ether core fragment.
I think it was embedded in the tome. I was drawn to its power. It seems like we both received a gift from the tome of the sea god. But there's always a price to pay for something like that.
Waves lap gently against the hull and occasionally splash us. I wipe the seawater off my face and look at the murky ocean. This price you have to pay. What is it? Do you need to be a sacrifice or... the sea god?
The dead deep sea and the sea god's power have been awakened. And since I accepted its power, I must answer its call. Even if certain futures have a predetermined end, I can't refuse.
The ocean pushes the old ship. Exhausted, Raphael rests in my arms and closes his eyes. And I've been told by Mari not to look at the chat. I look down at him. My heavy heart is drenched as if the wind and rain work tirelessly to drown it. Does that apply to your future as well? The sails rustle and we're carried deeper into the darkness. The boundless ocean is extraordinarily quiet tonight. That was interesting. That was really interesting. He's gone through like a power-up. After returning from Jewel Reef, I submit the unknown protocol fragment to the association. While waiting for the analysis results, I receive an unexpected call from the Special Operations team about a new discovery. I sent a package.
Yes, you're the sender, and the mailing address says Jewel Reef. Inside it was a small device that was soaked in seawater.
The photo I get reveals a drenched, palm-sized metal disc.
After analyzing the trace elements in the seawater it contained, we saw that they were a perfect match with the ones found in Jewel Reef's blue hole. And upon further examination, we noticed there was a radio frequency chip capable of attuning to metaflux fluctuations.
It can forcefully induce energy fluctuations. I have a feeling the incident from that day wasn't a coincidence.
The technology behind this is highly intricate, and currently, only ever, the leading authority in protocore energy technology has managed to achieve it.
Ever again?
However, it still has some limitations. For example, it can't be remotely activated. So,
The person who activated it must have been at the banquet. While I can acquire the guest list through the Association's intelligence network, I still choose to visit White Sand Bay. He's the only person who could send this item that was salvaged from the sea. He even used my name when handing it over to the Association. For the entire morning, dark clouds cover the sky, heavy and grey. They almost touch the waves' crest as I look at them from a large window. The sound of a pencil against the paper faintly resounds. The house owners treats the news as nothing more than background music.
Many guests have gone missing from the island. Their current whereabouts remain unknown. The venue of the banquet, Jewel Reef, has been sealed off. There will be a further investigation into the...
The news report doesn't have any notable details. I walk over to Rafayel and lean down to look at his sketch. The intricate lines outline fish and clusters of coral. The shadow lurking in the cave's depth appears to be harboring secrets. I stare at the shadow, as if compelled by an unseen force. I murmur to myself. They're in the blue hole.
It's possible.
My words don't form a coherent sentence yet. Raphael understands and responds with a nonchalant chuckle.
Getting lost in the allure of treasure they yearned for half their lives. It might be a sweet dream for them.
You know who those missing people are?
You also saw them.
Meeting his gaze, I'm silent for a moment. They're from Ever. There's no doubt that they created a device to lure in wanderers, but I don't have the chance to question the motives of those people who were involved.
Compared to those who willingly entered the blue hole, aren't you here for something more important?
Of course, that package.
Yeah, I figured as much. Maybe it can bring you closer to the truth you're seeking. As for the other thing, if you want to talk about that forgotten promise, you don't need to bring it up now. The weather's so bad today, and I'm not in the mood for a tragedy, you know. Why don't we talk about something cheerful instead?
Though the details of my encounter with Raphael remain hazy, I managed to retrieve a few fragmented, vague memories. During that year, I fell into a deep sleep for 3 or 4 days due to a high fever, and when I woke up, I lost a lot of memories, and my meeting with Raphael happened to occur before I got sick. Raphael sighs and puts down the paintbrush.
You don't think I'm avoiding this topic because I'm trying to run away from it, right? You want to say you forgot a lot of things from your childhood because of reasons, but you're worried it'll come off as you not wanting to take responsibility.
Are you sure you don't have telepathy? Did you actually go to the beach to wait for me?
Are you asking about the year after that, or every year after that?
Observing my expression, Raphael appears somewhat resigned. Then he suddenly pokes my forehead.
You don't need to feel bad about it. I'm not dumb enough to actually wait for you every year, you know. But I did think about how to settle the score with you.
Raphael stands up and gently pushes me into a chair. He places my hand on his chest in a half-joking, half-serious manner.
The power within the Tome of the Sea God will protect everything that belongs to the sea. This includes our bond. If you can't let it go, why not just order me now not to hold a grudge over what happened back then?
Looking into his eyes, I realize he's sincerely asking me to do it. Alright then, if I accidentally lose you again, you have to let me know right away. I'll be sure to remember you. Okay.
You want to next time? Please.
Please.
If that day ever comes, I'll summon all the seagulls in the world to give you a daily reminder with the most dreadful chorus imaginable.
Raphael breaks into a smile and takes my hand into his palm. The heavy downpour descends, carrying with it a majestic force that seeks to wash away all remnants of the past. The surging waves crash against the shore. Sea spray soars as if there's a fierce battle between the sky and the ocean. But in the end, rainwater and seawater will find their way back to each other. They will return to how they were before they parted ways. Wow, that was cool. I liked this story arc. It was all like very fancy. Thanks for joining, guys. I hope I catch you guys in the next one. I know the L&D streams are very, very popular, but please join us on the Tekken Tuesdays of Final Fantasies, because hey, it's not so serious, and I think we have a very, very good time, and we do still talk about Love and Deepspace. So, thanks. See you in the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.